Hi guys, good afternoon. I'm here to actually share with you on how to get the import permit for my pets through Bureau of Animal Industry from the Philippines, and by showing you through this website on where I did go first, which is the intercommerce.com.ph, and in just a moment I will show you the step-by-step where did I started and what's the finish. Now first thing that you have to do is go to the website of the Philippine Consulate where you live. So for example, I live in the United States and I live in Washington, and the closest consulate is in California in San Francisco. Now I'll search San Francisco Philippine Consulate. Okay, now you just have to click the Embassy of the Philippines. Okay, now it shows everything what you needed when you're in abroad, and by these you just have to scroll down all the way to the bottom and you'll see about other agency, other services, for example the importing your pet. Now I'll click that. Now with the next page, it shows all the requirements of how to import your pets, but I did most of these requirements already, and now it's time to get your permit for your pet. This is only valid for 2 months, so that's why we applied less than 2 months before our departure, because they expire within 2 months, and we're thinking to move about July 30th, and that's like 1.5 months, and it's a perfect time. Now let's click the website that's shown from the website of the embassy. Now what is the website? It is www.intercommerce.com.ph/registration bai.asp. Let's click that. And just wanted to let you know I already had get an approval for my pet. I'll just show you how quickly they approve it. And I also applied my permit like it was June 11th, and then the next following day in the morning when I wake up, I got an answer as for endorsement, and then later on the Philippine time, you know, we have a different time zone, after a few hours it shows approved. So when it says approved, that means you're good to go. As long as you finish all the requirements, you have everything ready. And then let's type in all the information that we need. So I'll just use the same information I have. So I just type my name, last name, citizenship, and I am US citizen right there, and then my passport number, my TIN ID, it's important, or if you don't have your TIN ID, you can also copy the number of your passport. Now your Philippine address is important. It's shown company name. I just put NA, I don't put anything there. Then the street, city, country, phone number, so if you know somebody in your family that are always able to answer a phone call, put their phone number. And then next is the address abroad. So I live in United States, so I will use my apartment address. And then now let's use a different email, because this email is already registered. Hopefully this would work with my dummy. Okay, now the password, I'll just, you probably know my password. It's all dots. Okay, so item to be imported, the last one is gonna be what type of pets you're bringing. So I'll put cats. Now I'll go submit. Okay, it's gonna ask me, please enter a telephone area code. Oops, I'm sorry. Alright, there you go. Okay, I need to look back on my sister's phone number. I just can't memorize her number. Eight, 6, 3, 0, 9, 3, 5. Okay. Okay, now it's good. Let's go submit it. Now it lets me continue and it's still reading. And sorry for the background, it's all our shipping boxes because it's almost ready to go. Okay, now it shows my SPS clearance for DA. This is just gonna ask you to add an item or add a quantity of a pet. So for example, I will put purpose of importation, it's your pet, then leave it as cash upon arrival. The quarantine site, province, I live in Batangas, I'll put Batangas. Then mode of shipment, don't forget to change that by air if you're going to fly with the cat or with your pets. Country of source, so where is your country where you live now? So I'll put United States. Okay, now the port of entry is Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Now we're gonna take a look on what is their code by each pet. So by each pet, for example, a cat, what you have to do is click the item lookup, and then I know it doesn't show here the cats. I'll go click next. Now I have this one as the cats. It has this white round that you have to click and then select. Okay, now I have this code for the cat, 01069000. That's their description for the cat. Now what is the quantity? So each pet have different registration or adding it. So right now I'm putting my first cat, 1 heads. And then, for example, the weight of my cat here in the United States is per pounds. So my other cat, for example, the biggest one is 13.5 pounds, and that's like 6 kilogram, I think, not sure. Then the breed. So I have 2 cats, one is Siamese and one is domestic short hair. So I'm going to choose domestic short hair. And then the age of my cats this is based on the months. So my cat is almost 4 years, so I counted it like 46 months. And his gender is male. Now you're gonna add a microchip. Now, because I already have pending microchip typed in from the past and it's all registered, so I'll just type in a random number in here. It depends on what's your microchip number. Now I'll click save item. Now it shows right here on the top that you have 1 items. If you're planning to add more pet, you just have to go item lookup again, and then you just search, for example, where's the dogs? Let's say, what is the dog version? Okay, I can't see the dog. Is it on the, do they have different terms? Maybe. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, there, sorry. Let's click that, then select, and then it's gonna ask you how many dogs, so just one for each microchip animal. For example, it's only 7 pounds. Let's say a Chihuahua, so I'll put a Chihuahua, and then what age, for example, is 39 months. Let's say it's a female, and let's say this is their microchip, and then I save an item. Okay, now it shows that I have 2 items added to my cart. Now what you had to do after you finish all these requirements is you have to go send, like right here on the very bottom. You're gonna send it, and then remember you created username and password, so you have to remember that, so you can always look back and check the status of your application. So for example, I click and send already. I'll just go back to my original account, which is my first one, so I'll just log out for this one. So let's say you're submitted already. Now I go let's go back. Alright, there you go. That is what we needed. This is what the actual screen after you logged in. I got sidetracked on the first one. Okay, now that we are here in your profile, all you have to do is click Department of Agriculture. Now by this method, this is by checking the status. For example, we already submitted, and then now we're trying just to log in and check your previous application. So click create open SPS import clearance one time, and then this is gonna ask your name. Okay, so let's see, for example, that one. I don't know why I have 2. And then open existing application. Okay, so right here you'll see my name, my TIN ID, my passport number, and then reference number, because they will give you that reference number upon registration. Now the status, it's not gonna be instant approved. You have to wait at least 24 to 48 hours, and I get mine at least close to 48 hours. Now it shows right here that I have 2 items or 2 pets that I'm going to import, and this is the entry number that you have to provide and typed in when you're in the airport. So remember, on my previous video I have a cage, or I have a pet crates that requires you to put a label about their import permit number, their microchip number, their all information. So you have to put this entry number. And if you see right here, so if you remember, I said a while ago that I did apply June 11 for the permit, and it shows on the creation date in here on June 12. So it's only like 24 hours approval. Now if I click this reference number, it will actually bring you back to this one, and then you can do is you are gonna print out, let's say, the clearance permit. So this is all my information, and this is showing all my address, my TIN ID and everything, and it also shows my cat's microchip number. And then I have the signature ready in the back and the barcode that the airport required you to have. Now I'll print this real quick because I never print this after I get an approval. So let's print. And now let's go backward because I have the clearance for the back side, so you have to have the back side as well. Now let's print that. Okay, now that I'm done printing, I'll go back. I don't know what is this one, but let's find out. Okay, well, I'll just print it as well, because you don't want to get hold up in the airport. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I need to go back one more because remember, I had 2 names in there because I created an account, a dummy account. So right here, I don't know what this one is. Let's see. Let's see if this is the same one. Okay, yeah, this is like the dummy account that I created. Okay, now that's it. I will just lug it out. All right. Regarding about spread waiting, so just make sure you guys applied like within 2 months before of your departure. And what else? And make sure before you applied for a permit, make sure you finish all the vaccines that the Philippine Consulate required you to have, because all the requirements that I got from the Philippine Consulate is from the Bureau of Animal Industry.